Yo, what is up, guys? I am back here again today with another video. You know, last video, I think, what did we do in the next video? I have no idea what we did in the last video, to be completely honest. I just did my finals, so I'm gonna be working on the car a lot more, ordering the transmission hopefully today, and all the supporting parts except for the drive shaft, because obviously I need the transmission here so that I can measure for the drive shaft. So today I'm going to be installing my new oil pan, and I'm going to be changing my valve cover gaskets. As you can see, this oil pan is not in the best shape. It's cracked right here. You can see that hole right there. Yeah. I don't know what that's from, whether it's, you know, from sitting down for too long or I have no idea, honestly. And I'm also going to be painting the valve cover gaskets in my wrinkle black that I have, so that's going to be pretty cool. And maybe I'll even undercoat the entire car today with a truck bed liner. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it works and it looks really good. I did the trans tunnel and I primered the engine bay, so I just got to sand it down and basically paint it. And we're making some headway on this. I'm still waiting for my harness. It's been like 4 weeks. I think today is probably the 5th week, and next week they said, you know, it's maybe because it was 4 to 6 weeks. So we're gonna see. You know, that's basically what's not really holding me up, but it's basically a huge part of this build, obviously. So let's get started on putting on this oil pan. So when you have an engine like this and you have it up, you want to keep it that way when you remove the oil pan, because you have all this like thick gunky stuff most likely in your oil at the bottom of the pan, and you don't want that to go inside of your engine where everything important is. So first we're going to remove it, and then we're going to flip it upside down and basically prep it to put on our new one. So right here is my new oil pan. I got it off of Amazon, I know, trust me. I'm just gonna fuck around and find out basically here. But it is off of a 2JZ. It's meant for IS300, but all the oil pans are the same for 1JZ and 2JZ. So it should work. So with that being said, I also have my Underbody sealant here. This is, you know, what everyone uses, and I think it, honestly, from what I've seen, this is like the best stuff out there, OEM Underbody. So we're going to be using that to seal it all up. And also, if you want to know the torque specs for the oil pan, I think it's like 6.6 pounds, and I forgot to get a torque wrench, but I'll be good. So boom. Pretty easy process. Just take off the bolts and pry it open. Now we're gonna clean the mating surface so that we can get a good adhesion for the sealant, for the new sealant. And so I'm just gonna get to scraping this off. Okay, so I cleaned the mating surfaces right here and there with a little bit of brake cleaner and a lint-free towel. And now I'm going to apply the bead and bolt it on. I got it on. I put hella sealant on there. This shit is not gonna have any type of leaks. Yeah, so now I'm gonna do the valve covers. It was a pain to turn this car or this engine over on this stand. Goddamn, I don't know how I did it, but yeah, I'm gonna do the valve covers now. I'm not gonna put as much sealant on there just because you don't really need it, because it has a gasket. I'm just gonna do the little halos around the some of the edges of the bolts. I don't know the sequence of taking out the bolts because obviously, since these are aluminum covers, they crack very easily, especially when you tighten them. So what I'm gonna do here is just go in a star pattern, and I'm just, when I tighten it, I'm just gonna tighten it until it's hand tight and give it a good little ugga dugga. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it because these really don't have to be too tight regardless. And also, when I was talking about the sealant, I'm just gonna put some on these edges right here. I think this is called the moon cover or something. But yeah, I'm gonna get to that and paint these valve covers because I think the wrinkle black will look really nice and pair really well with the intake manifold. So let's get to that. And also remember, you can't reuse these bolts because they have this little rubber washer. You just can't use it. It'll risk leaking oil. So you just can't reuse those. All right, we got all these bolts off. Now we're gonna take off the valve covers and move on. I got the valve covers off as well as the gaskets. It is looking crazy. It got that good old Jay-Z gunk all over it, so gonna clean that out with some brake cleaner, and I'm going to sand it and paint it and then get ready to put it back on. So yeah, let's get to it. This is my very janky setup, so just bear with me. So I got them all painted up. I'm about to put them on. I put some RTV on the moon thingies. And these are the screws. You have to take out the old washers, throw them away, and buy yourself some new ones on Drip Motion. So we got everything back on. It's looking nice, but I saw my brake booster sitting down all nasty and dirty, and I was like, all right, well, why not do that? So I got it propped up on my jack right now. I'm gonna hit it with some wrinkle black. We got the brake booster done. It's looking all great except for that one wet spot right there. Basically with this wrinkle stuff, you want to grab your wrinkle can obviously and a heat gun, and once you heat it up, it'll give you this nice wrinkle. Alright guys, I don't know if I showed it before, but we got the wrinkle black done on the brake booster and the valve covers. It's looking really clean, bada boom. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the J-pipe just because it looks like off-putting. Maybe I'll find a way to delete the J-pipe on my own because J-pipe deletes are like $100 and I do not want to pay that. But now I'm gonna raise the car up a bit so I could get under it and do the bed liner. I don't know where it is. It's right there. This is the stuff that I'm using. It's in a can. It's the truck bed coating. It went on pretty good in my trans tunnel, so I'm gonna just put it under the entire car. I'm gonna get to that now. So I'm over here under the car for the first time with the actual light, right? And I'm looking over here. That bushing is, it's not supposed to look like that. Alright. Alright, why as fab it is then? Oh, so here is the before, like I said earlier, it's kind of hard to film. But that's what the bed liner kind of looks like. I didn't get good coverage on the inside because I did it from outside before when I did my trans tunnel. But yeah, that's what it's kind of gonna look like. So I'm just gonna do what I can reach over here and then raise the rear and do the rear. Alright, and here's the after. We got everything done. I didn't have to raise the rear at all. It looks so good, looks so fresh. It's still wet, but it looks so nice. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. You know, just a quick little refresh. Everything's looking good, and I'm about to film another video. It's a different day, so, and I didn't forget to make an outro this time. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, and get ready because in this video that I'm making right now, let's just say we're gonna do a lot of cutting. That was cringy as fuck, bro.